kind of quiet in the last couple of hands. He's going to raise $83,000 more, and he's all in.
$83,000 more.
Steve has played poker professionally since his college days at the University of Texas.
Phil calls.
Phil calls.
Don Zuin's moving all in.
And now Don Zuin is moving all in, raising the pot another $163,000, and the fans are buzzing. We now have an interesting situation with two players all in at the same time. The raise is $163,000 to Hellmuth.
Raises $163,000 more.
Waiting on Hellmuth, and he calls without hesitation. Don looks a bit nervous. Let's peek at the hole cards. Zuin with a pair of tens, Lot with deuces, Hellmuth with ace-10 suited.
Phil's got ace-10 of clubs.
And here comes the flop.
Steve's got
ace-7-7, a big draw for Phil Hellmuth. He has aces over sevens. Going into 4th Street, he is in command.
Flop comes ace-7-7.
And Steve Lott very worried at the moment.
Don Zuin needs a 10.
Steve Lott needs a deuce to stay alive. 4th Street. A queen, which doesn't help anyone. And Phil likes his chances right now. Don Zuin doesn't look too happy with his hand, particularly with one of his tens already out in Hellmuth's hand.
Okay. Final.
And now the final card. An 8. And Phil Hellmuth wins the hand and knocks out two players in the process. He now has over $1 million in chips. Don Zuin in 3rd place, Steve Lott in 4th place. This puts Phil firmly in the lead. So Hellmuth wins a big one. Just two players remain. Johnny Chan in a heads-up situation against Phil Hellmuth Jr. We talked to both about their strategy.
No strategy really in particular. You know, we're playing for about $450,000. I just want to try to play my best poker and win the match. I'm treating him as I'd treat anybody else heads up. A little more respect for him than perhaps anybody else I'd play, but I basically am treating it the same way.
He's pretty aggressive. Let's see how he plays first, and then I'll pick it up from there.
You haven't lost your confidence, have you?
Not at all.
All right, we're coming down to the final moments of this game. Phil Hellmuth, 24 years old, going against the two-time defending champion, Johnny Chan. Phil comes out aggressively with a $40,000 bet to open it up. And Johnny Chan, it appears he's going to raise. But how much? $130,000 more, and Hellmuth says, hey, I'm going right back in there. I'm going all the way. I'm all in. It seems that Johnny Chan doesn't quite know what to make of this young man. Is he bluffing again? He's really being challenged by this aggressive young player. He hasn't been able to figure out his style of play. He can't detect any real tells. Those are the signals that a player unknowingly gives that can often reveal the strength of the cards he or she holds. Phil has shown that he has the necessary patience to wait out opponents under pressure. And now he's waiting on the legendary Johnny Chan. And Chan says, okay, we're here to gamble. Let's get it on. He pushes all his chips to the center of the table. A peek at the hole cards. Chan ace-7 suited, Hellmuth a pair of 9s. Johnny has many ways to make his hand, but in heads-up situation, a pair often holds up. Now here comes Jack Binion, the tournament host and president of the Horseshoe. He's come over to supervise the final moments of this game. He says, okay, deal the cards, and here we go, the flop. King, 10, king. Hellmuth in a commanding position. Hellmuth with kings and 9s. Waiting on 4th Street. The queen of spades. And now Johnny Chan is back in it. He needs any card higher than a 10.
Right now.
Any card lower than a 10, Hellmuth will win the championship.
Johnny a winner on this hand.
5th Street coming up. The World Series of Poker Championship riding on one card. $750,000 to the winner. And there it is. Hellmuth wins the championship. So Phil gets the money, the gold bracelet, but perhaps best of all, he has the knowledge that he beat one of the all-time greats, Johnny Chan. With me now, the new World Series of Poker champion, Phil Hellmuth. And Phil, what was going through your mind in that last hand?
Well, I knew I was a 2-to-1 favorite. I was just praying. That he didn't. We're playing $1,200,000 pot there. But even if he wins it, I still have $500,000 in chips left. So I'm not going to be out of it. But it's a real good opportunity to knock someone out of the tournament right there.
Were you surprised when Johnny went all in to call you?
I was surprised when he rolled over ace-7 of spades, because I thought that he'd have something a little bigger than that. I didn't think I'd be a 2-to-1 favorite. I thought maybe he had ace-king or something, in which case it'd be about even money. But, hey, it feels great.
The new champ, Phil Hellmuth. The title, a lion's share of the prize money. Meanwhile, a very disheartened Oriental Express. With me now, Johnny Chan, the two-time defending champion. Johnny, thanks for stopping by. I think a lot of people were surprised when you made the call going all in with an ace-7 of spades. You're thinking?
Well, I only had like a 400 some odd dollar, 400 some odd thousand left. So if I won that pot, I had a chance to win the title. So it was a little. I'm about 3 to 2 dog, but you got to gamble sometime.
Johnny Chan, a very gracious ex-champion. So Phil Hellmuth Jr. at 24 years of age becomes the youngest player ever to win the World Series of Poker. He does it by winning the last hand, a record pot of $1,250,000. That's it from Binion's in Las Vegas.